answer some questions today. Let's get into it. Just like a quick little intro.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cody Crook. I'm the new lead singer of Roman's Story, and I'm here to answer some questions about myself today. So I guess let's get into it. What were your favorite bands, artists growing up? In middle school, I was really into like pop punky stuff like Mayday Parade and Boys Like Girls, The Main,
that kind of stuff.
But then once I like discovered or got into metalcore, that's like all I was about basically. High school, it was Attack, Asking Alexandria, We Came as Romans, Devil Wears Prada. I was just really into that, chuggy, open breakdowns. Like I'll never forget like the first time I listened to Stand Up and Scream, like driving in my car. I was like, what the fuck have I found? Couldn't get enough of it at that age. Still can't really, but what's your favorite music from Bots?
That'd be all of it.
I mean, I do like all of it. I think Bloodshot is probably my favorite song overall. I like Losing Control a lot too, but honestly, I can't think of a song that I don't care for. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have wanted to do this, but what are you most excited for after joining the band? Probably to play shows. It's been a long time. It's been almost a decade since I've done that, and I love being on stage, and I love the energy that you get from a crowd, and I kind of like being the center of attention. So I'm excited to be back in the spotlight, I guess I'd say. What's your favorite animal? Penguins. Always has been since I was a little kid. I just think they're cute as hell. I think it's also part of like that they're like romantic, because like they pick a partner for their life and they like find a pebble or like a stone that's like special and they like give it to their partner. And I don't know, just like the fact that they're like a romantic animal, I think is really interesting and cool. And yeah, they're just really cute and cuddly, and I want one. What are your favorite hobbies? Like, it's always so funny. The one question that stumps people is like, what do you like to do? And it's like, you're like, what do I spend my time on?
What do I do?
I'm really into electronic music, like EDM. So I go to a lot of like shows and festivals. I like the outdoors, so I go camping a lot. I do like a boundary water trip with my dad every year. I'm a huge moviegoer. I go to the theater probably 2 or 3 times a month.
You're the one keeping them in business.
Yeah. I'm a huge believer in that, like cinema and experiencing a movie in the theater is the best way to do it, and that streaming is kind of ruining that. And that makes me really sad. So, but yeah, I go to the movies a lot. How did you join Bots? I was just chilling. I was just chilling at home, and I got a DM from Christian.
What were you doing when
I get a DM from Christian, and I'm like,
well, I haven't talked to him in a while.
I think I ran into you guys at Era like 6 months before that, but I hadn't talked to him in a while, and he was just like, hey, so question for you. Would you entertain the idea of being our new singer? And I was like, I had to act sad, had to act a little sad, like, oh no, but I was also like, stoked. So I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking entertain that idea. So yeah, I was like stoked as hell to be a part of it. What was it like recording Face It? Basically just hanging out. We record at Paul's. We record at Cody Foley's house, and he only lives like 20 minutes away from me. So it's basically just like chilling with the homies. Well, it's not, we don't have the pressure of being in a fancy studio where the producer's like,
After days to finish this.
I think it was good in that fact that there's not that pressure. I don't know. That was a lot of fun, honestly. I enjoy studio time with these guys. What are the band's future plans? So we have 3 shows coming up, the 13th, 14th, 15th of December, playing a lot of old music and a couple new songs. Then after that, it's pretty much focusing on getting this album done right now that we want to roll out next spring. Can you do a backflip? A back handspring. I can't land a full backflip, and I need to get a pretty good running start and do like a round off, but I can do it. What sparked your passion for music? My parents, definitely, I would say. They both listened to a lot of music when I was growing up. They played music for me in the womb before I was born. My dad is a musician. He was in a cover band when I was growing up. He brought me to my first live concert, ZZ Top, when I was 8. Definitely, I would hand it to both my parents in bringing me into music, and then supporting me in choir when I was in high school, and putting me through vocal lessons, singing lessons when I was in high school. So, and was actually doing metal bands at the same time too. So I couldn't tell my vocal instructor that I was screaming in concerts on the weekend, because she would have fucking killed me. What were your favorite movies growing up? Huge Lord of the Rings fan. My dad brought me to the Fellowship of the Ring in theaters when I was 8, I think it was, and he had like a long talk with me in the car before about like there's gonna be these guys called orcs, and they're gonna be kind of scary looking, but like it's just a movie, and like if you're afraid you can look away kind of shit. But that's like a memory I'll always have as that theater experience of seeing Lord of the Rings when I was a kid. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, obsessed with them. I'm still obsessed with Spider-Man. He's probably my favorite superhero. So any kind of media that he's involved with, I'm always like gonna be there to consume it. And like animated movie, I've always loved Treasure Planet. To this day, probably my favorite animated film. And I was a theater kid, and I actually played Jim Hawkins in a play when I was a kid. What is something that you learned about yourself after coming into the band villain of the story? I guess one thing that Christians told me, like since I joined the band, is that I like have a knack for being able to like take a melody from a song, or like when we're writing a song, take a melody that he has and like spice it up or like change it in a way that makes it more catchy, I guess. I don't even notice I'm doing it sometimes when I'll change a melody to a song that I sing every day, and that's then how my brain thinks the song is. So I guess that's something that I learned about myself. How long have you been growing your hair out? Junior year in high school is when I decided that I was gonna like stop cutting it because I wanted it to be really long. And since then I've got 2 haircuts, and they both were like maybe 1 inch to 2 inches. What's your current favorite song? That's a hard one. I listen to a lot of music. Huge fan of The End by Bill Murray. Also, that Make Them Suffer new album. No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings on that new Make Them Suffer self-titled is a fucking banger track. I like that whole album, but I really think that chorus that the girl sings, I'm not sure what her name is, but the girl vocalist and the chorus of that song is just... But yeah, I think that's the end of the questions that I have for today, unless we want to do this again sometime. But appreciate you guys listening, and hope to meet you guys at a show sometime, and hope everyone's well, and really excited to get more music out for you guys. Have a good one.